Hello gardening friends. I'm here at my granddaughter's house and my son's house in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and today I'm going to show you a book that my grandchildren have just loved. It's A Garden for Miss Mouse by Michaela Montine. And a friend brought this book to my house one day and said, you should have this book because this is you. And it really is. It is my life as told by a mouse. So I have my granddaughter Kara here to help me.
Obviously her favorite.
Yes, and we will, and my grandson is videoing Trenton. So we are going to read this to you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as my grandkids have. First time they heard it, they laughed. We all laughed hysterically till we were rolling on the floor. Okay, let's begin. A Garden for Miss Mouse. Every 1st of April, Miss Mouse tills and rakes and hoes. Then she plants a garden in neat and tidy rows. A little row of carrots, a little row of beans, and then another little row of lovely lettuce.
Greens.
But this year when she started to plant her little row, she stopped and said quite suddenly, "This bores me to my
toes.
I know what I will do," she cried, and then she danced a jig. She grabbed her biggest shovel and she began to
dig.
"I'll plant the biggest garden ever seen by any mouse." Then up came every bit of land all around her
house.
Next she had to plant the seeds. It took her all day long, but all the while she planted, she sang a planting
song. Plant a little of this, plant a little of that, cover the seed and give it a pat.
Every day she hoed and raked, she tilled and pulled the
weeds.
And soon green plants were springing up where she had planted
seeds.
The plants all started growing. They grew and grew and grew, and everyone in Mouseville came to awe and
ooh.
"Oh, what lovely peas," they cried. And see that beanstalk climb? Reporters took Miss Mouse's picture for the
Mouseville Times.
The garden grew much bigger, and then it grew some more. It covered all the windows. It covered the front
door.
That garden was enormous, and the plants so very high that Miss Mouse used a flagpole to get her laundry
dry.
The mailman left her letters atop a beanstalk vine while Miss Mouse proudly laughed and said, "Isn't my garden
fine?"
Then one day she woke to find 5 mushrooms on her sheet, 10 pea pods on her pillow, 6 peppers at her
feet.
There were green beans in the basement and wax beans on the wall. There were celery on the ceiling. There were pumpkins in the
hall.
Tomatoes in the bathtub, spinach on a chair, turnips on the table, and zucchini
everywhere.
Cabbage in the kitchen, corn cobs on the hutch. "Oh my goodness," cried Miss Mouse, "my garden's grown too
much."
She knew she had to call for help but couldn't find the phone. Then finally she found it where some Brussels sprouts had
grown.
She called her best friend Field Mouse. She asked him to come quick. "Bring everyone you know," she cried. "There are vegetables to
pick."
So everyone in Mouseville rushed out to help Miss Mouse. "Where are you?" they cried helplessly. "We cannot see your
house."
"My garden's growing everywhere," her friends could hear her shout. "Please start picking vegetables, for I cannot yet."
Ow.
And so they started picking fruit and vegetables galore. They picked more kinds of vegetables than you've seen in any
store.
When finally they found Miss Mouse, she cried, "How could I know that this is what would happen when things began to grow?" "Don't worry," Field Mouse told her. "It isn't all that bad. We'll make the biggest salad that we've ever
had." All
day they made that salad. They chopped and tossed and peeled. Then they had a garden party on Mouseville's
football field.
"Goodbye and thank you," said Miss Mouse when all her friends were going. "Next year I'll keep my garden small. It won't do so much
growing."
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as my grandkids have enjoyed it. It's a great book. Have a great day. Bye.